Today, we're going to be reacting to 2 requested videos this time, and they were requested by G. Go check them out, look at me in the description. Anyways, these videos we'll be reacting to is Godzilla versus Final Wars Godzilla, and Godzilla's 2021. And then the final one is the Heisei Godzilla Kaiju Profile History. I'm so excited to get into this, but before we start, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will not miss out on any of the videos, and let's get into these videos! Oh yeah, guys, I am so excited to get into this. The Battle of the Giants. Oh, we got Heisei Godzilla. Let's go. Alright. Who's this? Oh, we got Final Wars. I saw him in the thumbnail. Let's go. I can't wait to see this. Yeah, I say Godzilla. Oh, and Legendary Godzilla. Oh, Atomic Breath. We dodged it. Oh, it hit Legendary. That's what I'm going for, guys. I'm going for Legendary. Let's go Final Wars. Oh, okay. There we go, Final Wars. Oh my gosh. He was angry off of that one. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Oh, hit him on the neck. And then just uses the Atomic Breath. Oh. Yeah. Oh! Oh, yeah, there we go. Atomic Breath from Final Wars. Got up from the ground. Let's go. Legendary. Ooh! Nice punch. A tail whip. And in the Atomic Breath. Dang. Oh! Dang! Final Wars is doing so many punches. Let's go. Oh! Oh! Nuclear Pulse. Or, no, it's Atomic Pulse, sorry. Nuclear Pulse is what Burning Godzilla does. Oh, stomped on his head. It kicked him right in the private. Let's go. Atomic Breath. Dang, this is very good. Wow. Oh. Oh, Atomic Breath from Heisei Godzilla. I couldn't even memorize what that was. Ooh, another Atomic Breath. They're using so many Atomic Breaths. And tail whips too. And neck bites. And stomps. Dang. Oh. Oh. Oh, we got Burning Godzilla up in here, guys. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh! There we go! Ooh. Uh-oh, we got Burning Godzilla too. Oh no. Yeah! Dang, look at that. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is not good. Oh. Oh! Nuclear Pulse and another one! They both collided! Dang! Oh! Yeah! Black screen? To be continued? Oh, look, there's going to be a part 2. Wow, guys, there's going to be a part 2 Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed that video. But anyways, we are moving on to the next one, which is the Heisei Kaiju Godzilla Profile by Wikizilla. Go check them out, look them in the description. But let's get into this video. Oh yeah,
This
guys, I'm
video
so
is
excited
solely
to
the
get into
history
this.
section for the Heisei Godzilla Kaiju Profile.
Ooh.
The roles he plays in the movie season are so long and entrenched with their plots that this section needed to be its own video. So, for the King of the Monsters' abilities, origins, and trivia, check out the
That's a
actual
lot of
Kaiju
history.
Profile. The Return of Godzilla. A second Godzilla appeared 30 years after the original's death following a volcanic eruption at Daikoku Island, first attacking a fish canning vessel. The lone survivor, Hiroshi Okumura, was rescued and later identified the monster as Godzilla.
Yep, that
Fact
sure
the
is
Japanese government
Godzilla.
kept a secret to prevent panic. Meanwhile, Godzilla encountered a Soviet nuclear submarine in the waters off Japan and attacked it, causing the Soviets to believe the Americans were responsible. To prevent nuclear war, Japan revealed that Godzilla had returned.
He sure
Both
did
the Americans
return.
and Soviets demanded that they
Big
be allowed
and
to
better
use their
than
nukes
ever.
against Godzilla, but Japan refused. Still, the Soviets secretly placed the controls for a nuclear attack satellite in the cargo ship Balashevo in Tokyo Bay just in case. One night, Godzilla attacked the Mihama nuclear power plant, and while feeding on the radiation of the
he
reactor,
feeds on
suddenly
the
left, following a
radiation
flock of birds
at
out
the
to sea,
power plant.
suggesting that Godzilla shared birds' use of magnetic patterns in the atmosphere to navigate, leading to scientist Makoto Hayashida beginning work on a magnetic
These
wave
are some
transmitter.
weird names.
However, before the plan to imprison Godzilla in Mount Mihara on Izu Oshima could be completed, the
this
monster
is
appeared in
Japan.
Tokyo Bay. Following the cannons to Shinjuku, Godzilla encountered the Super X, which used flares to distract him and then fired cadmium missiles into his throat.
Oh,
He collapsed once the cadmium slowed down the nuclear reactions in his body, stopping his heart. While the JSDF believed the Monster King was dead, Dr. Hayashida did not. Okamura arrived in a helicopter and airlifted Hayashida and his device to Oshima Island. Meanwhile, the Soviet's nuclear satellite was accidentally triggered when Godzilla destroyed the Balashevo, and a nuclear missile was headed straight for the heart of Tokyo. The Soviets warned the Japanese about the missile, giving the Americans enough time to shoot it down in the skies far above
Is that an
Tokyo.
explosion?
However, the radiation showered down onto Godzilla, reviving him. Godzilla re-engaged and destroyed the Super X, and he continued his rampage until Hayashida activated his device, causing Godzilla to head toward the transmitter. Coming ashore on the island, he climbed to the summit of Mount Mihara, where explosive charges on the volcano were detonated, triggering a controlled eruption and sending Godzilla plummeting into the crater below.
Ooh. In the crater
versus
below.
Biollante. Over 5 years after being imprisoned inside Mount Mihara, Godzilla began to stir within the volcano's crater. The JSTF's anti-Godzilla unit was placed on high alert, while the government, with the help of geneticist Genjiro Shiragami, began work on the anti-nuclear energy bacteria, or ANEB, bacteria engineered from G-cells designed to kill Godzilla by consuming the radiation inside him.
Wow.
Shiragami had accepted for the sole purpose of acquiring G-cells, which he spliced into a rose containing his dead daughter's cells to make it immortal.
Dead daughter's cells?
When a terrorist group learned of the ANEB, however, he placed explosives on Mount Mihara and demanded the ANEB be handed over or else Godzilla would be released.
It's human cells,
The
plant
government
cells,
complied,
and Godzilla cells.
but the exchange was sabotaged by a Saradian agent who stole the ANEB. The charge exploded, and Godzilla was released once again.
Let's go.
As Godzilla swam toward mainland Japan, the JSDF sent the Super X-2 to engage the Big G,
the Super
but was
X2,
quickly
I forgot
forced to
about
retreat
that.
due to damage from his atomic breath. Godzilla made his way to Lake Ashi, where Biollante had taken root, and stared at the creature, which attacked him out of panic. Godzilla retaliated and set Biollante aflame, who proceeded to break apart into energy spores and float away, allowing Godzilla to return to the ocean.
Let's go.
Later, low on nuclear energy, he searched for a power plant to feed off. Meanwhile, the ANEB was successfully recovered from the Saradia oil office in Osaka, and rockets loaded with ANEB were quickly assembled.
What the heck?
The Super X-2 engaged Godzilla but was destroyed, and the Monster King made his way to the city center, where he was injected with ANEB rockets. The next day, Godzilla showed no signs of being affected. The JSDF responded by raising his body temperature with laser beams when he arrived at Wakasa Bay, weakening him. Right then, Biollante's spores rained onto the ground, and soon the plant beast Biollante emerged, destroying all of the JSDF's units and attacking Godzilla. Both monsters were severely wounded,
react to more
but
Biollante. Let me know in the
corrosive
comments if
sap
you want
spray
more
raised Godzilla's
Biollante.
body temperature even further. As Biollante's spores ascended into the sky, Godzilla collapsed on his way back to the sea. As the tides washed over him, his temperature lowered, and he regained enough strength to go back out to the sea.
Goodbye, Godzilla.
Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Ooh, I love this movie.
The JSCF closely monitored Godzilla over the course of 2 years following his encounter with Biollante, but it appeared he was too weak to ever leave the water. One day, a group of time travelers from the 23rd century arrived in the spaceship Mother, claiming that Godzilla would return soon and destroy Japan, and that this could be prevented by erasing Godzilla himself from history. Citing a book written in the future by Kenichiro Terasawa, they offered to travel back to 1944 to teleport away a dinosaur believed to have mutated into
the
Godzilla.
Godzillasaurus!
The plan was quickly enacted, with Fuchirian Emi Kano, the cyborg M11, and a few individuals from the present day being sent back in time. Once they arrived, they witnessed the battle between Japanese and American forces. The Godzillasaurus appeared and then fought off the Americans, but was gravely wounded by shells and artillery. After the Japanese soldiers left, the spaceship Kids was used to teleport the Godzillasaurus to the Bering Sea, where they believed it would die, far away from nuclear testing.
Gruesome!
In the dinosaur's place, Emi secretly left behind 3 genetically engineered creatures called Dorats.
Oh yeah, the
When
Dorats!
Kids returned to
And
the
then they
present,
evolved
the
to
Fuchirian's
Ghidorah.
leader reported Godzilla had vanished from the Sea of Japan. However, in place of Godzilla, the 3-headed dragon King Ghidorah appeared to terrorize Japan. The Fuchirians had used the Castle Bravo test to create Ghidorah and erase Godzilla from history so that he couldn't
Did you
stop
see
their
that
monster.
middle head? It's like...
Meanwhile, Miki Saigusa remarked that she could sense Godzilla moving. Something that, along with everyone still remembering Godzilla, suggested that Godzilla hadn't really been erased from
Had to
history.
fix my headphones.
Thinking that Godzilla was their only defense against King Ghidorah, the Japanese authorities sent a nuclear submarine to the Bering Sea to transform the Godzillasaurus they believed was there into a new Godzilla. Instead, en route to the Bering Sea, the sub found Godzilla, curing his anib infection and causing him to grow to 100 meters in height.
Yes, yeah,
Godzilla came ashore in Hokkaido, prompting the Fuchirians to send King Ghidorah against him. The monsters dueled, and eventually Ghidorah gained the upper hand. Terasawa, Emi, and a reprogrammed M11 mounted an assault on Mother, destroying the computer controlling King Ghidorah, and allowing Godzilla to take the upper hand and sever King Ghidorah's metal head with his spiral heat ray. Emi then used Kids to teleport Mother in front of Godzilla, who proceeded to destroy it and the Fuchirians inside it, and then shot down an escaping Ghidorah.
Heck yeah.
The revitalized Godzilla rampaged across Japan. To stop him, Emi traveled to 2204, recovered King Ghidorah's corpse, and used the technology of her time to transform him into a cyborg, Mecha King Ghidorah. No match for his modified opponent, Godzilla was captured with the mecha's machine hand. However, while transporting the Monster King, Mecha King Ghidorah had his wings blasted out and fell into the sea as a result. Emi escaped from the mech just in time and returned to the future. Meanwhile, on the ocean floor, Godzilla regained consciousness.
Let's go.
Godzilla vs. Mothra.
Ooh, Godzilla vs.
After
Mothra.
a meteor crashed in the Pacific Ocean, it awakened both Godzilla and the dark divine moth, Batra. Godzilla surfaced when Mothra's egg was mid-transportation from Infant Island to Japan. The egg hatched into a larval Mothra which fought Godzilla until Batra arrived and dragged Godzilla to the seafloor.
Yeah, Batra.
Mid-battle, a volcanic fault
larva.
opened beneath them and both were pulled into the magma below. Presumed dead, the monster actually simply swam through the molten rock, with Godzilla emerging from Mount Fuji and making his way toward Yokohama. There he found Mothra, now in Imago stage, fighting against an Imago stage Batra. Batra knocked Mothra aside and attacked Godzilla, who easily overpowered him. Mothra and Batra proceeded to join forces against Godzilla. Mothra and Batra's onslaught proved too much for Godzilla, and he was subdued.
Ooh.
While being carried out to sea by the moth monsters, Godzilla killed Batra, and they both fell into the ocean.
Oh, poor Batra and Godzilla.
Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2.
That must have been painful.
Godzilla appeared at Adonoa
Oh yeah, I love this
where a group
movie.
of scientists discovered a
I like all
prehistoric
Godzilla
egg guarded by the
movies.
mutant pteranodon, Rodan. Godzilla attacked Rodan, giving the scientists enough time to escape with the egg. Godzilla blasted Rodan with his atomic breath, seemingly killing him, and he followed the stolen egg back to Kyoto. The egg hatched into a baby Godzillasaurus, named Baby Godzilla by Heisei Godzilla, whom it had imprinted upon. As Godzilla approached the institute housing the hatchling, the United Nations formed military task force known as G-Force sent their weapon, Mechagodzilla, to intercept him. After Mechagodzilla knocked Godzilla to the ground with its impressive arsenal, it fired its shock anchor cables into Godzilla to electrocute him.
Oh no.
Godzilla managed to reverse the
Electrocuting
electrical current, causing Mechagodzilla to short-circuit and fall.
Let's go.
Godzilla continued to Kyoto, but eventually left after he was unable to find the hatchling.
Huh.
Baby Godzilla was kept at G-Force's headquarters, where he was raised and studied. It was soon discovered that Baby possessed a second brain in his hips, which controlled his lower body. From this information, a plan was devised to use Baby to lure the Big G, destroy his second brain, and then kill him with Mechagodzilla. Unable to stop the baby's use as bait, Azusa opted to accompany him on the trip to the Ogasawara Islands where the operation would be taking place.
What kind of a name
En
was
route,
that?
the revived Rodan, now Fire Rodan, intercepted the canister holding
Fire
Azusa
Rodan.
and Baby. Mechagodzilla and Garuda were sent in to save Baby and Azusa, and apparently killed Rodan. Shortly after, Godzilla appeared and engaged Mechagodzilla, which combined with Garuda to form Super Mechagodzilla not long after the battle commenced.
Yeah,
Super MC fired his shock anchor cables directly at his hips and discharged electricity until the Monster King's second brain was burst. Before the mech could kill Godzilla, however, Baby escaped from his canister and called out to the mortally wounded Fire Rodan, who flew over but was shot down by Mechagodzilla's Mega Buster. Rodan fell onto Godzilla and vanished after giving up his life force, reconstituting Godzilla's second brain.
Let's go!
Revitalized, the Monster King rose and fired his new uranium atomic heat ray at Mechagodzilla several
uranium
times,
atomic heat ray.
destroying it.
Nice.
Godzilla approached Baby, who cowered in fear. Miki Saigusa used her telepathy to tell Baby to go with Godzilla, and both he and his new adoptive father headed out to the ocean.
Nice.
Godzilla vs.
Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. I haven't
Godzilla
seen
had
this
taken
movie
partial
yet.
residence on Birth Island,
I
where
need
his
to see
adopted
it.
son, now 30 meters tall and dubbed
looks
Little
cool.
Godzilla, spent all of his time. When extraterrestrial clone Space Godzilla arrived and began attacking Little Godzilla, the King of the Monsters came ashore and confronted the invader to defend his son. However, Space Godzilla proved too powerful and encased Little G in crystals before leaving. Enraged, Godzilla chased Space Godzilla back to Japan, eventually reaching Kumamoto. There he had a brief encounter with Mogira, after a rogue pilot diverted the mech's path from Space Godzilla to Godzilla. After the pilot was subdued by the co-pilots, Mogira headed to Fukuoka to fight Space Godzilla. Godzilla eventually arrived and fought his clone, but was overpowered. Soon, the Monster King realized that Space Godzilla was drawing most of his energy from the surrounding crystal spires and the Fukuoka Tower, which the Space Beast had instilled with cosmic energy. Godzilla and Mogira, now split into Star Falcon and Land Mogira, joined forces to destroy the crystals and bring down the tower. When the tower was destroyed, Space Godzilla's power was drastically cut, allowing the Big G to put on a better fight. Mogira recombined and blew up Space Godzilla's shoulder crystals, making him unable to control his energy. The space monster retaliated by destroying Mogira. Godzilla proceeded to destroy Space Godzilla with his nuclear fusion heat ray,
the nuclear
freeing Little
fusion
Godzilla
heat
back
ray.
on Birth Island. Godzilla swam out to sea, intent on returning to his son.
Oh.
Godzilla
Here we
versus
go, the final
Destroyer.
one!
In 1996, a nuclear reactor in Godzilla's heart ignited uranium deposits on Birth Island, causing the island to explode. Nowhere to be seen, Little Godzilla is presumed dead. Godzilla, now covered in glowing orange rashes and dubbed Burning Godzilla, resurfaced in Hong Kong and destroyed the city before disappearing.
That's where Godzilla and
G-Force
Kong
would soon
fought.
realize that Godzilla's new look was a result of the Birth Island explosion, and that the nuclear fission in the Monster King's heart would cause him to explode, igniting the atmosphere and vaporizing the Earth.
He
Without the
almost
oxygen
destroyed the
destroyer,
world.
the only weapon that could kill Godzilla, and knowing that a direct attack on the Big G would cause him to explode, G-Force turned to the Super X3, armed with cadmium shells and freezer weapons.
Oh, heck
As
yeah!
Godzilla reached the Bungo Channel, the X3 successfully
Bungo
lowered his
Channel?
temperature, encasing him in ice.
These are some weird
As
names.
Godzilla thawed, the fission in his heart appeared to be reducing. After, Little Godzilla, now a sub-adult and dubbed Godzilla Jr.,
Godzilla
was found
Jr.,
heading to
you
his
know how
nest
it is
over on
about Plus
Adenoa Island.
videos!
G-Force then
Stealing
learned
it,
that while
let me get
Godzilla's fission had been brought under
I
control,
got him,
his reactor
man!
heart was
I got
overheating.
him!
This would lead to a nuclear meltdown,
Godzilla
wherein Godzilla's
Jr.
heart would burn down to the Earth's core and destroy the planet in less than a week. After it was learned that Godzilla was following his son, a plan was devised to lure Jr. to Tokyo, where the oxygen destroyer kaiju Destroyer was, and have the crustacean kill Godzilla. Miki Saigusa reluctantly used telepathy to change Jr.'s course to Tokyo. When Godzilla appeared in Tokyo Bay, a new plan was proposed to use freezer weapons to freeze Godzilla as he melted down to minimize damage, which would occur once Godzilla's core temperature reached 1200 degrees Celsius.
Dang!
As Godzilla and Jr. reunited near Haneda Airport, Destroyer appeared in his perfect form and killed Jr.
No, not
Saddened,
Godzilla Jr.
became determined to avenge his son and confronted Destroyer. The monsters traded blows, eventually ending with Godzilla firing into Destroyer's exposed, wounded chest.
Oh, heck yeah.
This forced Destroyer to
Ooh,
split apart into
silhouette.
multiple
Oh.
aggregates which swarmed the Monster King, but were defeated by a nuclear pulse. As his temperature climbed, Godzilla approached his fallen son and revived him only long enough for him to stare up at his father. As Godzilla grieved, Destroyer reformed in his perfect form and grabbed Godzilla by the neck,
Oh, that's
dragging
not
him out
good.
to the outskirts of the city. He got back on his feet and approached Destoroyah, ready for one final confrontation.
Let's go.
Godzilla's temperature began to climb to critical levels, and his dorsal plates began melting. Giving off waves of immense heat which set the surrounding areas ablaze, Godzilla fired his infinite heat ray at Destoroyah, mortally wounding the crustacean. Before Destoroyah could fly away, G-Force opened fire with their freezer weapons, shredding the monster's wings, causing him to hit the ground and vaporize.
Let's go.
With Destoroyah dead, Godzilla stood silently, ready to die in peace.
Oh no, I don't
G-Force
like
opened
this.
fire on
It's
Godzilla
so
with all their
sad.
freezer weapons as he melted down.
Oh.
Finally, Godzilla's heart burst, and his outer body and skeleton melted away.
Oh man,
G-Force prevented
come
the
on.
destruction of the planet, but could do nothing
That's
to
so
contain the
sad.
catastrophic amounts of radiation
cried to
pouring out
this.
from Godzilla. Just when it appeared Tokyo would be rendered uninhabitable, all the radiation vanished. Godzilla
Oh.
Jr. was visible through the
Godzilla
smoke,
Jr.'s back.
revived
Yeah.
and transformed into
Let's
a
go,
new
guys, I'm
Godzilla.
back.
And that's Godzilla's history
Oh,
across
it's
the
over.
Heisei series.
Nice.
Please watch the actual
No,
Kaiju
we
profile
already
now
did.
if you haven't
I
already.
enjoyed it.
See ya.
I enjoyed this. Well, guys, I really enjoyed that video. Big shout out to Kobe G for this request. But anyways, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you not miss out on any videos. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.